excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
George with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. They get it back. Warriors leading by 7. Whoa.
Good.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars and drag his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. George dishes to Ellis. Hill, no good.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
Pacers trailed by 8. Ellis, the pass to Allen. And that one is hammered home.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Ellis with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And really, just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Here's Curry, and the Warriors get it back. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he's good on the second.
You know, for the Pacers last season with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they miss Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
Indiana again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And then George with the jam.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Warriors on top. They lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. He has the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes at the 3, the small forward. That'll be a 5-second call. Here's Ellis. The shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no birds up there.
No.
Here's Barnes. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Hill gets to Allen. It's stolen by Green. On up the court. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. And it's C.J. Miles in for Allen.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
George dishes to Miles. It's stolen by Bogut. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Warriors leading by 11. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
He dishes it to Hill. That misses off the backboard.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Turner throws it down.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Everyone knows about the Paul George injury from last year and how it affected the Pacers. He said almost the entire season, and there was no doubt they missed him.
Yeah, and when George came back, Kevin, the Pacers got hot, but they had to put him on a minutes limit. And it wasn't just George, though. The team as a whole had a lot of injuries during the course of the season.
It's stolen by Hill. And George with the stuff.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. And, you know, as you said, the Pacers did have problems with injuries. The team roster missed 219 games due to injury. So compare that to the 69 games missed by the Pacers in 2014. Big difference. Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game. And really, guys, the most telling part of the Pacers' injury trouble was this. Had to use 15 different starting lineups over the course of the season. Just hard to stay consistent and competitive when you are always replacing an injured player in the lineup.
Puts it up from 12. Hill kicks to George. It's back to Hill. From downtown. No good. Curry with the defensive effort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone. After this win a little bit more.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Here's Bogut. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Miles Turner. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
yes, sir.
It down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Barnes can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that 2-hand.
Curry, good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Stolen by Thompson. Stolen by Ellis. Fast break, here they come. Moving it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That'll do it for the first half. Warriors lead by 13. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, let's hear it for your Pacers.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
They've got C.J. Miles. Turner is out there with Hill. Then it's Lawson. And it's Stuckey in the 2 spot. That's the Pacers' 5.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Green passes to Bogut. Again, the miss by Bogut.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot. Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
That's good. 8 points for Klay Thompson.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
The drive by Green, and he bangs it home with one hand.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Stuckey with another miss.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Curry can't get it to go.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Oh!
And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Finished off the break. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
Count the bucket.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Thompson dishes to Bogut. To the wing on the left. Here's Curry with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half. Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
To the middle. Here's Green. And that's collected by Hill. Pacers trail by 16. Lawson kicks to Turner. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Barnes. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is. Up high and down hard with the one hand.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
True. Their turnovers are piling up in this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's George on the wing. And here's Hill for 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Bogut. That misses off the backboard. Here's Hill. And he banks in the layup. Hill's got 8 points.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are...
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors ahead. They lead by 13. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Warriors leading by 13 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3, and it's Curry in at the point. Lawson with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Mahinmi passes to Allen. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Ian Mahinmi.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And Lawson, here we go. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Bogut. 3-on-3. Excellent D there from George. Pacers trailed by 17. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now the dish to Green. And Thompson kicks to Curry. And that one's good. Curry's got 11 in the second half.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Indiana making some changes. Turner's checked in for Lavoy Allen. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Monte Ellis. And here's Miles outside. Here's Hill. Shot to stop the run. Great D that time from Green. Golden State moving it around. And a fast break now for the Pacers. A pull-up. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Dishes it to Bogut. And Thompson kicks to Green. Now here's the fast break. Stuckey leading the way. The shot's good from Lawson.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Thompson dishes to Green. Here's Bogut. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Green. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Bogut. Bogut's got 8 points here in this quarter.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Lawson the pass to Stuckey. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Passes it to Lawson. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. And it's 9 points for Ty Lawson.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Bogut. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result. And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
And it's Miles missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Green. It's rebounded by Indiana. Stuckey kicks to Miles. Offensive rebound. Outside Turner. But they'll get another chance. Lawson dishes to Turner. And here's Miles outside. And that one's good. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And so he's able to get one of two. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. 8 seconds left in the game. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Back to Lawson. From outside the arc, off the mark. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So the Rockets win the tip. Here's the starting group for Houston. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Motiejunas and Howard, the post pair. And it's Ariza in the 3 spot.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Howard. Nice D from Bogut. Curry is inside. Guarded by Harden. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Barnes. On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars. And Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Houston on D, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Launches a 3, and that is good. Curry's got 7.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing. They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Harden, that's good.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
Thompson outside. Stolen by Harden. From downtown. And he gets it to go.
So tough to hit a 3 like that with the break on.
Green. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Here's Harden. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And really, these teams don't even look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do, based on what we've seen, a double-digit lead, and we're still in the first. Ouch, that's painful.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Beasley comes in for Motiejunas. And it's Brewer in for James Harden. Kicks to Ariza. Brewer the pass to Ariza. Another miss by Houston.
That would have been lucky had it fallen 4 shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Here's Brewer. Shoots. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Thompson with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Houston making some changes. Capella's checked in, and it's McDaniels in for Trevor Ariza. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Off target with his three. Rockets trailed by 14. Terry.
Jason Terry.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Terry's got his first 2 points.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 13. Pass to Capella. And it's Terry off the drive. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm. And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
And the basket by Brewer.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Beasley with the steal. Here's McDaniels. Curry with the defensive effort.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Warriors on top. They're up by 11. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
So on the floor for Houston, Terry and Harden are the 1 and 2. Moniunas up there with Beasley, and it's Capella in a center. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Here's Beasley. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Capella. Ariza comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jason Terry. To the inside. Green. Banked in off the glass. Green's got 9.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 11.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And the Rockets with possession here, trailing by 17. And it's Beverly missing.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The Warriors have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. And he sinks the second. The Roracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them 1 off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Passes it to Motiejunas. Here's Ariza. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Corey Brewer's checked in for the Rockets. KJ McDaniels comes in for James Harden. Thompson from long range. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rockets trail by 15. Shot from 12. Here's Ariza. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Stolen by Beverly. Ariza kicks to McDaniels. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza.
Michael Beasley.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Jason Terry, he's checked in for Houston.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. On its way from Curry for 2. Curry with another miss.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
So the whistle blows on the